And it's here. Welcome to our unboxing of the Bolt Action Battle of the Bulge 3rd edition starter set. Let's have a look at the outer. Ooh. So we get, or we're supposed to get, the A5 rulebook, scenario booklet, 24 plastic Americans, 18 plastic Germans, the M8 Greyhound armoured car, which if you make without the turret can be the M20 Scout, and farmhouse, dice, etc. Let's see if what's inside meets those promises. Yay, didn't cut myself this time. Oh, that's new. Little dice pouch, which is wonderful, as it means I haven't got to keep using my reenactment dice, which are either always too small or too big. Battle of the Bulge history, destructions, and some scenario booklets, which should explain how you can get a legal force with one armoured car. And yes, the new 3rd edition play sheet, which will be very, very useful for everybody that's used to playing 2nd edition. Now, onto the goodies. Oh, there we go. Who packed this? Oh, Morella again. Thank you very much, Morella. See, we have the farmhouse sprue, or double sprue should I say, which I'm sure will feature in a Terrain Tuesday video very soon. Then we get the M8/M20 kit. Let's have a closer look at these sprues. As we can see, 6 wheels and the turret. As I said, if you make it with just the machine gun ring instead of the turret, then you make the M20 Scout car rather than the M8 Greyhound. And both were used by the British as well as the Americans. And of course, the vehicle damage markers, dice, backed by Cosmina. Makes a change for me. I think that's the first time I've had something packed by her. Now onto the other goodies. We get 3 sprues of 6 of the Winter Fallschirmjäger. Although, to be fair, I'll probably be doing a head swap and using them with winter hair helmets as SS or Brandenburgers, because there is a debate as to whether, for the Battle of the Bulge anyway, but for the Western Front in 44-45, whether Fallschirmjäger were actually issued these sets of winter camouflage or whether they were just issued greatcoats. So, therefore, I will be avoiding that discussion by not using them as Fallschirmjäger. Who needs stubborn anyway? And then we get the Americans in greatcoats. Interesting to see the bazooka being carried rather than in an active pose. We get VAR as usual, Thompson, and the regular Durans. Oh, 2 Thompsons and a grease gun and a scoped rifle and another Thompson. You get the little walkie-talkie. So a few other options for command team. And this one here is saying that we actually get rifle grenades. Do we actually get rules for rifle grenades now rather than just the French VB launcher? As they were actually used by most or available to most forces. And then, as usual, we get the pin markers. Ooh, chunky boy, isn't it? I'll come to that in a moment. And then we get the bases and other markers, decals and vehicle. But the one we've all been waiting for. And there we have it, the new A5 edition rulebook. It's almost as thick as it is wide. Oh, there's been some comments online about the quality of the paper, but I see absolutely no issue at all. It's slightly matter than the previous edition, but that just makes it easier to read without getting shine from lights. And I see absolutely no issues at all there. Everything seems to be orientated the correct way. But sadly, I can't read the rules section until after the next weekend, where I have my final version 2 tournament, so I don't want to get rules confused. But I will be checking the army creation lists, so I can follow up with some videos converting my African Corps Army from version 2 to version 3. Some of you will have already seen my Pioneer and Brandenburger, which become Engineer Platoon and Recon Platoon. But that's it for now. I'll pack some of these away, start playing with the others. Thank you.